Everybody, welcome back. Welcome back here. Sorry for the delay report, but I had a very important things to do, and you'll find out why. If you're watching the other channels pretty soon, you'll find out why. For it, but what's going on with the stars? And I'm gonna be trying to zip this one up, because here it's about 7:43 in the morning. And I know it's kind of late, but been driving for almost talking about over 12 hours. Yeah, you guys get the picture. But talking about it, the concentrations of the energies right now is going to be this ending of old things and moving into the new, beginning of the new things. Be mindful about what you say, what you talk. I'm telling you this because Mercury is going to be very much on fire right now. He is going to be working with those areas energy. He is reborn. This is like what happened when you are born. The first sign of life is when you make, "Ah," right? Be careful with that, with people, with yourself in there. There's going to be a very beautiful energies. But you need to understand that those beautiful energies, they have to have a backup with actions. Okay. And today is going to be this focus from moving from Pisces into Aries. Why? Mercury is already there, but a little bit over midnight. Uh, the moon is going to be entering Aries, and we're going to talk about tomorrow about this. But that is going to be one of the intuition is going to be like, okay, I spoke the words. Now let me see what and how has to be. But how the how is. The how comes in with who? With the sun. And today is going to be this preparations because the moon and the sun, they're going to be talking about this why and the how at the end with the mysteries, with the energies, and so on with that. And with that being said, I'm going to giving you the chart up here and let's rock and roll up here. And I want to say thank you guys for the new subscribers and thank you guys for the great responses. I had a responses from people who are like, "Dio, you described as much as into it." But I will suggest you to look at the spatial report that I make for this new moon because that is a connected with what is going on. That is a very much connecting what's going on. The more you understanding what's going on, if you know it's going to rain, it's going to get umbrella, right? That's what you're watching astrology. But if you look at it within yourself and you know in yourself, you're going to be able to uh, get the synchronizations with the energies. That's more important than using the astrology for your predicting and trying to adjust, trying to reinvent the wheel. Can reinvent the wheel, but you can work with the wheel. That's a wisdom. All right, so here is your chart, guys. So we're talking about here at 7 o'clock in the morning, and as you see it right here on your screen, that's Mercury. It's already entering Aries. Here is the moon. She's not fully with the new moon yet in there. That's gonna come in later on to it. But as I said, that energies of Mercury up here is about be mindful how you talk because you have to do this work. That is going to be the warning in the morning. And if you haven't kept your word, there's going to be some issue with your new cycle. It's like you have to do something, renew. You have to read on things differently. You have to speak differently. Who cannot teach you that? Who cannot teach you that? And the best person to teach you that is Saturn, and the best person to teach you that is going to be a Pluto. And as you see, Pluto is sextiling Mercury. Speaking about transformations, changing yourself, the transformation process that goes on inside of you. So at 8 o'clock, you're at work, great energy. As you see, this kite has been going on for a while. Right now, the ascendant is focused within Jupiter, the growth in there. The only difference is that Mercury with Pluto. But the midheaven is going to be now connecting with who? With the sun and the moon. The focus is going to be on that authority, intuitions, visions, learning, and going from a student to a master, and from master, from student to a teacher, and then from a teacher you become a master. But how the master becomes teacher of the teachers, he mastering himself. And this is why this is important to you. You to understand mastering yourself because you are who you are. So this is going to be that at 9 o'clock, that energy is going to be shifting. It's going to go to Gemini at the beginning of that 9 o'clock energy. You're not going to feel things that it's coming towards you. You are like, okay, I'm going to go through this and so on. And the time passing by, and one of the times passing by, this energy is going to be active. But here is what happens, and here is that the moon and the sun, exactly at 9 o'clock, they're going to be at 20 degrees, 17 minutes. It's going to be the time for you that you need to look inside of yourself and see that shadow down here. Venus is not going to be doing okay because she's squaring with the ascendant. Venus doesn't have any aspects right now. She may feels like abandoned and so on and so on. It is about you to find yourself. What do you need to find in yourself, though? Love, self-love towards yourself. That's what all begins. But where are you going to find it, though? Outside of you? No, inside of you. Do you love yourself? Do you love the person you are? Do you love the soul you are, the heart you are? And that's going to happen. Just deep transformations when a Venus entering Pisces, especially when she's going to be joining Saturn. That's coming up in the future. If you guys watching the reports, you're going to get it. All right, so talking about the next hour, as you see it, that energy of Gemini begins the shadows of a doubt, of course, triggers Lilith, triggers the new moon, triggers if this is going to be okay, if that's going to be okay, you begin to have a shadows in your mind, shadows of a doubt. You need to understand doubt killed more dreams than anything else is out there. So, with that being said, inside of you, these challenges is going to be rising up. They're going to be for like a moment. If you be able to overcome them, though, you need to understand that you're going to be overcoming with the courage of the masculine energies and doing what you're supposed to do for achieving your goals, your dreams, your karma, however is in your case. All right, so the next hour, the ascendant goes into a Cancer. The midheaven it's still passing by Venus, but as you see, the Venus is right here. She doesn't have aspects for it. You may gonna get some little triggers on these points. For Mercury, it's already at this degrees that squares that ascendant. Is about like, oh, I'm not interested in the family. I want to first me. When you're a little baby, you're not worried about it. If you have a sisters, if you have a father, mother, and so on and so on. You just wants to be taken care of. You want the food and the diapers and the change. And you've been taken care of because you cannot do it yourself. Great? Yes, of course. You're a brand new born baby. But when you're a brand new born baby, you came to this world to study something. Look at it in there. What is it that you need to study? Because Mercury is going to meet the North Node. It's going to be telling you what you need to study. The moon's going to meet the North Node before Mercury. What are you going to do? That's coming up in 2 days. All right, so talking about the next hour, which is going to be 12 o'clock, that's going to be midday. We're talking about the midheaven is right in here with the sun and the moon, shadows, working with family. Please, that energy is so powerful. And if you're healing your family wounds from the beginning, that you have inside of you, you can take those angel wings here, as you see, as you see them on your screen, and you can fly. But it's going to be require help from the shadow and let it go of what is in your shadow within you. It's going to be asking you to grow, to understand the universe, to make the certain changes, to look as the family whole on the earth and finalizing everything in Pisces with the mysteries, with the truth inside of you. Because it's all about the truth at the end. If you're not truthful, what is happening to you? You're going to be continue the old cycle, lying to yourself. All right, too much going on. The midheaven goes into areas you are in the fire, you understand what you need to do, you're achieving what you're supposed to be getting it in there. Ascendant is at the end of Cancer. That it helps with Venus is about like, don't worry about it. The family thinks you're gonna take care of. You have the family, you have the love and the money. But if you turning that love into that powerful joy, and that joy turns into this beautiful illuminations within yourself. You understand the love and money leads to understanding with a partner, stand by the next to your partner, and money can comes in different forms as an abundance, but an abundance of what? What is the abundance for you? Leave the money aside. What is the abundance for you? Big questions to ask yourself. All right, so talking about 2 o'clock, the energies is going to be coming in and hot. They're going to be with Chiron. The ascendant goes into Leo. That is the divine energies with Saturn for it. Some people don't want to grow. Some people want to repeat the cycle. That is their issues, not yours. Pay attention to that energy because that energies can trigger you. All right, talking about the next hour, 3 o'clock. Challenges, not problems, challenges. Mars has challenges with this authority of Leo, and it's like, what is it going on? But the Leo says, like, I'm looking to mom and pop to tell me what is it going on. As you see it here, the sun and the moon represents the union of mother and father, and those divine energies shows up into Leo. That is it, the king and the queen looking at their daughter or their son, the future king and queen that's gonna be leading. But if he doesn't want to grow, if you don't want to mature, if you are this angry for it, guess what? You're going to destroy the kingdom. And you can go to the history, whatever country you are, you can find examples of that, right? But what is it takes it? The act of God, the divine energies in there, the appreciations in there, the acceptance in there of the growth. And that's how you're going to be able to fix your destinies in there. So look at it inside of you. Are you the prince or the princess? And we're talking about 4 o'clock. The ascendant goes into a Virgo. Beautiful divine energies are gonna be at that time with the moon and Pluto. The intuition it tells you it's time to change. Can't change anything else. It's got to change you. We begin with the healing of what you cannot change. And what is that? What is that? That's Venus right in here. Your understanding about love and money. Midheaven is going to be with Uranus in there. That's going to be negative energies towards Mars, but Mars is like, come on, universe, bring it on. You told me, you teach me, and all I'm doing is I'm doing it my karma. You support it, let me know. We're going to be talking soon. Soon, that's going to be in a few months. But we're talking about it right now, right now. How strong you are, that whatever the universe is testing you right now, you handle it. You handle it with wisdom. And that wisdom is going to be coming, and when the Mars is going to be entering Pisces. So talking about this hour in there at 5 o'clock, you're gonna have this experience, and later on at midnight, when at the midheaven it's gonna go to it. It's not gonna be much different. The only thing it is that yesterday the sun, the moon, wasn't on this side of the sun, and now it's in the other side. She already learned what she has to be done. Now she has to put everything together in the vision, in the intuition. But what intuition though? Your materialistic intuition, your spiritual intuition, or who you are as a soul, and what are you here to achieve on this earth. There's gonna be a lot of thinking, a lot of going where? Into the shadow, clean up, healed up, and so on. All right, you know this energy. That's what the ascendant was here at Gemini. That is that shadows of a doubt again. But this time you have to go to the work. You're going to be have more strong energies like give up. I don't worry about it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to thinking about it, and so on and so on. But some of you is going to be looking at this North Node. Some of you is going to find the courage to end this duality with them. And you are like, this ends with me. This duality ends with me. This duality ends from within me. And then you find the courage and the strength, and you find your destiny. Why? Because you're stopping the shadow of a doubt. Because guess what? You're not depending on an outside source. You're depending on who you are and your abilities and capabilities to perform into this world. You to bring that energies that you have inside of you as a soul to perform on the earth level. All right, so talking about 7 p.m., the energies will be changed. Of course, there's going to be some challenges within the family. Exactly. If you look at the best examples within you, it's from your family. But if you're the, what we call it, the positive black sheep, that is it, the black sheep that says, like, you know what? I'm taking off. I'm going to be working out. I'm going to put everything on the line. I am going to be getting these energies within me, and this stops with me. I'm going to be succeeding in life. I'm going to be successful in life. Here is that divine transformations in here. Okay, that's what this is. And here is the love. It's coming to you. But did you win that fight yet? You're probably going to be tested. And if you pass the test, you know what I'm talking about. All right, if you haven't passed the test, you need some balance. You need first balance within you to understand what you need to do. And these energies of Cancer and the ascendant that is right now within the South Node, everything from the past that was imbalanced is going to be coming out. Two needs to be balanced, whatever that might be it. As you see, there is a lot of divine energies all over the place. Okay, you have energies from Jupiter, you have energies from the Sun. You have also Mars divine energies with Midheaven, but they are connecting with who? With Lilith, and Lilith is connecting with who? With North Node. So eventually you ending up here. And the reason why you're doing all this is because your destiny is waiting for you to clear that shadow, to find that courage and the strength, to prove yourself here on the earth. Are you ready? Are you in balance? All right, so talking about at 9 p.m., the midheaven is going to be at Leo opposing Pluto. You guys know exactly that energy. You felt it from before. Opposing, and Pluto is like, yeah, you can oppose anything. You're not more powerful than me. But I can appreciate your opposition. But I have new energies here to come in. I have that energies of Aquarius. You maybe have this Leo, but I have these energies of Aquarius to reinvent the new stuff. You can't go on the whole day with this old way, and that's what you need to look at your moon, you look at your Neptune in there. clarifications of the visions of reality. It's hard for some people to wake up into the reality when they holding into the false. They don't know what real is. But what is the reality? What you're going to do right now at this current present moment of time. And that midheaven of Leo is gonna comes in and tells you, go ahead and do what you have to do because that is the place we need to go. This is this is the lesson that we know that when we're creating good, the effects of that good is gonna create a new issue that we need to create and again and again and again. The power of creation. And if you got that power of creations, the midheaven that it's in Virgo, guess what? That's what the creation is. What is the Virgo represents? What is the Virgo represents? The beautiful virgin. She hasn't been. She's still a virgin, right? But that virgin has to be healed and get ready for it. Who can tell that? That is the moon, Neptune, and Pluto. Very powerful yacht. So be mindful about this because some of the people think like they have a physical intimacy and they are okay, done with the virginity. You need to understand if your soul has not experienced intimacy love, you're still a virgin. Talking about the spiritual level is still virgin because your soul was never evolved in that. For those who are very particular within this. And I was giving you this energy of midnight. That is going to be one of the shadows going to comes out and rise up from within. But here is the moon. It is about to crossing into Aries. You're going to have that shift overnight because tomorrow you're going to have that intuitions on fire. Let's do this, let's do that, let's get this, let's get that. But that is a why. Who's going to do the how? The authority. And the authority is not there yet. So have patience. As like every area needs to learn to have patience. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it, and I will be talking to you tomorrow. Be love, guys.